press conference because you deserve my best, and I'm going to try my best to give it to you. Started off the game wonderfully, finally put it together in the first half like I desired, like we desired, like our players desired, and the fans. Wonderful first half. 29-0, I believe the score was. Am I correct? And you surrender, I believe, 3 touchdowns unanswered, close to it, which I can't fathom right now. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. And then the thing just kept going left. I mean, at halftime, I talked to him about, the old cliche, people say it's 0-0, but that's not true. It's not 0-0, it's 29-0. But I felt complacency going into the half because we stalled offensively. We gave up some yardage as well. And just didn't like how I felt going in at halftime. We come back out, and here comes the complacency. Here comes that team that I can't stand, that you can't stand, that you can't understand how in the world that happens to us. But it did, and didn't turn it back on, I think, until late in the fourth quarter when we were able to go down and get a score, and we go down, and then they tied up, and we got overtime, and you don't want to go in overtime because they have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. I was surprised that they kicked the field goal the first time. I thought they was just going to go for 2 and try their best to get it over with. But they were resilient. Big win by them. Horrible loss by us. Let's go.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howard from the
How you
Daily
doing?
Camera. Obviously, that second half, it was the connection from quarterback to 13 was killing you guys, and Travis was on him quite a bit. What were you seeing in that matchup between Travis and?
Well, we didn't play well, not just Travis. I think it all started when we gave up on the 97-yard touchdown, which was flat out ridiculous. That's when it all started. That's when all the foolishness, all the complacency, all the mess started. I mean, how in the world we give up? Jesus. Our secondary did not play the best game, especially at the cornerback position.
Coach, Matt Smith, 104.3 The Fan.
Yes,
It seemed
sir.
like in the second half, maybe just some communication issues there with the coaching staff. Did you feel that?
In what regards?
Substitution errors? It felt like-
Substitution on defense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There's so many different packages that you run and so many different personnel, but you got to understand we're basing our change of personnel on what they're changing. So that kind of happens when they're having different personnel groups and the referee is holding the game up, so we get a chance to substitute as well. What was happening is one guy was coming off the field appropriately, and he saw something, and he stopped. So that gives us 12 men on the field. It was things like that was transpiring, which we can't even wrap our head around it because we practice this stuff repeatedly.
Again, along the same line, some of the substitution things, the penalties. You've defended Coach Kelly at every turn.
Yeah.
This is one where now people are going to start pointing fingers, and you said,
Well,
that
if you're going
goes.
to point the fingers, point it at me because if I'm allowing it, it should be on me, not him. Point it on me. We go over this stuff. And there are times where you know what group is in, you know what group you're on, but you have a lapse of understanding in those crucial moments. Right now, we're not built for the moment. We're not built for the moment. Some of our players aren't built for the moment where they have to make a play or they have to keep contained or they have to make a block or they have to get another yard. We're not built for the moment right now.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette.
Yes, sir.
You guys had 17 penalties tonight. That was something that was a positive for you guys early in the season was the
Wow.
lack of penalties.
I didn't know it was that many.
What has led to the amount of penalties you guys have been accumulating over the last couple weeks?
Not being smart, not being disciplined, not understanding the moment. That's what that is. Yeah, that's what that is.
Hi, Coach. Adam Moser, Tiger 24/7 Sports. We saw Trevor Woods play a little closer to the line of scrimmage at
Yeah.
linebacker tonight.
Yeah.
Is that a matchup with Stanford, or do you like him in that role?
No, I love him in that role. I really do. We have some good safeties that we have, and Trevor is that kind of team guy that's going to do whatever he needs to do to help his team. and that's something that I'll do that, and I think he played well. I haven't watched the film yet, but thank God that he's willing to sacrifice what he's accustomed to doing to help us improve ourselves.
Hey, Coach. Jake Schwannis, DMVR.
How you
Just curious
doing?
about Travis, just his conditioning. What do you feel like that
His
was?
condition is great. It was just some plays he made, some plays he didn't. Just so happens the plays that he didn't make at the end are magnified, but the plays he made kept us in the game.
Hi, Coach.
How you doing?
Nikki Edwards, Hughes Sports Report. I remember you said before that Shador puts on his cape and saves these games for
Right.
you. What kind of happened in overtime where maybe there was miscommunication on that play when it turned into an interception?
Yeah,
What were you
first
seeing
of all, you
there?
should have never thrown the ball. Should have never thrown the ball. I don't know if they played it on a replay to show what happened with the receivers on that play. Did they show it? Right. Yeah, what happened? 'Cause I want to see it because I know what happened. I want to see what they showed. Yeah, I think something else transpired on that play that shouldn't happen. So he shouldn't have never thrown the ball though. Just give us another down. Let's kick field goal. Stay in it.
Hey, Coach.
Yes,
Tony
sir.
Casolo, Buffalo's Wire. Kickoffs have been an issue for your team this year. I think it's a handful of times you've kicked it out of bounds, especially I think it's twice after a personal foul penalty.
Yeah.
Can you say what the issue is or what the
I don't
idea
think we
of
had
trying
that
to
problem
smooth there?
today. I mean, the kickoff that we did have that went out of bounds, it was going to be marked at the 20 regardless. So it was a moot point. Other than that, I think Jace did a good job on kickoffs today. We improved in that area today.
Hey, Coach. Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera.
Yes, sir.
When you had overtime against Colorado State, you took the ball first when the offense had a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
Why the decision tonight to get the offense out there?
We have a really good quarterback, and I trust him. That's why. And we went right down and scored.
Coach, you mentioned the complacency with this team. You guys now have 2 weeks before you play again.
Right.
Is this a good time for a bye week to try to fix some?
No,
of
it's
these
not a
issues?
good time for a bye week. I mean, if you're having problems where you're injured and you have quite a few injuries, it's a good time for a bye week. But when you're playing like you're playing, you don't want a bye week. You want to work it out. You want to make it happen. I wish we could play again next week. I really do.
We talked about the complacency of the defense. And
Complacency of everybody.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to talk about the offense a little bit. I mean, giving up that amount of points in the second half is obviously unacceptable, but
Yes,
the
yes.
offense obviously also has to contribute in some way.
Yeah, true.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, you're right. I don't need to talk about it. You said it.
Coach, just one personnel thing.
Mm-hmm.
Juwan Mitchell, I didn't see him out there at all.
Yeah,
Is he with this team still?
yeah.
Is he injured?
Ask him what happened. Next guy.
Just simply put, I mean, how does this team go forward after a defeat
You
like
have
this?
no choice but to go forward. That's life. This ain't the only thing that's going on in life. I mean, all you guys are dealing with something. You still moving. You still progressing. You still going forward. We got to do the same darn thing. We didn't expect that. There's a lot of things that goes on in life that's unexpected, and this is one of them. We got to knuckle up and let's go. We can't sit down and have no pity party. Y'all don't feel bad for us. Some of y'all are ecstatic about what transpired today, and I know that. But that's cool. We're going to take this one on the chin because we deserve it. 29. I've never been in one of these type. I don't remember. From youth on, I don't remember being up 29-0 and losing a football game. I really don't. This is a little tough for me, and I'm trying my best. And I thank you all for your patience, and I thank you for your heart, because this is really tough for me. But you can see when I'm amping up and I kind of see this stuff coming, you can see why I go at it like I go at it, because I could feel my team. I could feel what's about to transpire, and here we go.
I mean, how important are the next maybe 24
Every
to
game
40
is important.
next 24 to 48 hours in terms of flushing this and moving past it?
Well, you got to they got to, what I just said in the locker room to the team is they got to make up in their mind, are they in love with this game or are they in like with it? Because when you love something, you give to it unconditionally. You give everything you got to it, but when you like it, that's just the button you push. and it lights up in a like. That's what they do on social media. So we got to figure out, do they love it or do they like it? And it's hard for me because I love this. I love it. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am truly 100% in love with this thing. And I just want people to match me. Just match my passion, match my heart, match my love, match my consistency, just match my mannerisms, just match every darn thing I give to this game. I love this. Sadly, I love it so much, but the game don't even occupy the ability to love you back. That's a strange love, isn't it?
Coach, you spoke, Patrick Dawson, Scope Up Sports. You spoke about struggles in the secondary. What are some things that you and the coaching staff are going to look at throughout the bye week? For the
Well,
next game?
you can always look at personnel, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It was hard to look at. Defensive backs either play to make a play or play to stop a play from being made. I like the guys who play to make a play. I really do. We got to get to that point. Thank you, God bless.
Just simply put, I mean, how does this team go forward after a difficult?
You have no choice but to go forward. That's life. This ain't the only thing that's going on in life. I mean, all you guys are dealing with something. You still moving, you still progressing, you still going forward. We got to do the same darn thing. We didn't expect that. There's a lot of things that goes on in life that's unexpected, and this is one of them. We got to knuckle up and let's go. We can't sit down and have no pity party. Y'all don't feel bad for us. Some of y'all are ecstatic about what transpired today, and I know that, but that's cool. We're going to take this one on the chin because we didn't make a play. I really do. We got to get to that point.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. God bless.